Right, okay, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today's my match reactions is Man City 3, Chelsea 1 in the Premier League. A very disappointing result, let's be honest. Let's get into it. We were masters of our own downfall. We just weren't good enough. Second half we were woeful. Second half, we had a decent amount of possession. I think we had about 50% of possession in the second half, but we were just no threat to them whatsoever. What chances did we create in the second half? We were meant to have always possession, but we didn't create a thing. We didn't create an absolute thing with it. It was just poor, to be honest. On the ball, we just sort of seemed lazy, sloppy, it was just backwards and sideways. It was just really... Second half, really bad. To say, on the ball, defending as well. Defending all game, very ropey, but especially second half, it looked really ropey defending-wise. They were just constantly long balls up the top, over the top, up to Haaland, holding it up, really struggled to deal with that, them just being absolutely direct and causing us all sorts of issues. The backline was in tatters, not even the second half, that was just a whole game problem, the backline in absolute tatters. But, yeah, we were just woeful. Ever since we got that goal again, we get the goal, we go 1-0 up, and we just turn to absolute rubbish. It's the exact same, and it's, we came up against a good Man City side, but, we were not in the races at all. That is on us. We can't get that second goal. We obviously, Nicholas Jackson, Cole Palmer had that chance, tried to get the sweaty. Look, at first, I thought, I still do think Wilden Jackson just tried to go over it with left foot. End of the day, you're a Premier League striker. I know it's a bit ahead of him, but he's got to just go over that with his left foot. I don't think driving the way Jackson makes his run, I think it's a bit weird. It doesn't put him in the best positions to take it. But he tries, he doesn't trust his left foot, he doesn't swing at it, so he tries to go on his right foot, then he has to cut it back to Sancho. By then, they get all the defenders back, and then manage to block the shot and clear it. For me, Jackson has to just... look, it's not the perfect ball from Palmer across to Jackson, but Jackson just got to swing it out with his left foot. You've got to just swing it out with your left foot, I think. After that, we didn't create a chance at all, did we? Did we even have a shot second half? Did we? Because, it was just absolutely poor. And I think, we put away that chance, Jackson puts away that chance, or Palmer puts away that chance, it's 2-0, it's a completely different game, and we see where we go from there. But we didn't, and we paid the price for it. Literally, a minute or two later, Foden hits the post. The defending was horrible throughout the game. The amount of times we left the player with so much space and time. I've counted 2 from Haaland, one of which was a goal, 2 from Foden, one of which was a goal. Marmoush, our new player, had it 3 or 4 times. Guardiola had it 1 or 2 times going forward. The amount of times we left our players with the amount of space and time to do whatever they want was absolutely ridiculous. Going forward, they could just do whatever they wanted with us going forward. So all they had to do was just lump it directly up top or over top, and they could basically we just let them do what they wanted. We were honestly dreadful, absolutely woeful defending wise. Just we couldn't deal with their long balls at all. Look at every 3 of those goals. It's just horrible defending. First one, it's got to be said, it's mainly down to Donny Madueke. He was struggling to keep up with Guardiola the whole thing. This time he actually starts to track back and help, but he ends up keeping everyone on side, not with the line at all. And to be fair, the line was horrible the whole game. The back line was in tatters. A lot of the time they were probably too far up, so they were just constantly struggling with the ball over the top. If it wasn't that, they were just in disarray. They weren't, unified as a back line at all. There was constant holes in it. They were getting stretched about all around the place. At times they're being too compact. So Man City just easily played out wide, and they got stretched. The back line was, just in tatters. The position of it was just horrendous most of the time. Madueke keeps everyone on side, and then he fails to track Vardiol, who goes and puts away an open goal. First goal is absolutely poor defense from Madueke. Second goal, come on, how many times have we been speaking about Robert Sanchez? What is he doing? Okay, once again, ball over top, Haaland has it. Sanchez, he commits to coming out and getting it, realises he's not going to get there, so he sort of sits there for a bit on the edge of his box, and then starts to go back just about as Haaland's going to take a shot. What are you doing, Sanchez? Robert Sanchez, what are you doing? He is in absolute no man's land. He basically gives Haaland an open goal. It is horrendous goalkeeping. That is some of the worst bit of goalkeeping I've ever seen in the Premier League at least. Probably, overall ever. I mean, that is horrendous. The decision making, it's horrendous. What is he doing? I mean, that is honestly up there with some of the worst decision making I've ever seen in my life. No idea what he was doing, what he was thinking. Looked like he had played concrete in his shoes. Just awful, absolutely awful goalkeeping. Horrendous goalkeeping. I mean, yes, we wouldn't help out with defending. That is some horrendous defending. That's the last two games now. Last game he got away with Costinaz against Wolves. He got away with it. This game, bloody hell, that was awful. Absolutely awful from Robert Sanchez. You can't be doing that, especially at this level against a striker like Haaland. You can't be giving Haaland that sort of chance. It wasn't an easy chance. If he's in the right position there, Haaland probably doesn't score that at all. But his positioning just gives Haaland exactly what he wants. Haaland will finish that every day of the week. And that is honest. It's some of the worst goalkeeping I've seen in a very long time. Horrendous. Actually, to be fair, it's probably the worst goalkeeping I've seen since last week when he dropped it in the box straight to Doherty. Absolutely horrendous. And the third goal, I mean, it's poor, really poor on the third goal. Once again, long ball up top. Haaland holds up really well, lays off Foden. Foden, no one's marking Foden. Everyone's basically social distancing from Foden. Horrendous. Enzo gets done up the pitch. Like a player easily passes him. He overcommits to a challenge. He's jogging back. And then in the end, one of the people he should probably be marking goes and scores. I mean, the midfield was nowhere to be seen. The midfield was absolutely nowhere to be seen in that goal. Defence, you couldn't really see, but they were much better as well. They were all in just really weird positioning. I mean, we basically gave it to on the plate, that first goal. And late on, that was game done. That goal killed off the game. I mean, the game was getting pretty much killed off anyway, the way Man City were controlling it. But that goal, that completely ended all hopes in the game. It's just really poor defence in all three. Simple stuff. And we've taken a massive hit in the table now. You look at the table. City are 4th on 41 points. Newcastle 5th on 41 points. We're 6th on 40 points. We're level on points with Bournemouth. We also have the same goal difference as Bournemouth. Bournemouth are in really good form right now. So, yes, I mean, I said we need to get something from that game. We didn't, and we've dropped down 2 positions now. Luckily, it's all quite tight, but we need to switch it on fast. And we need to turn this around fast because, it's been a really poor run. And, I mean, look, that game sort of summed it all up. It's just really bad, sloppy defending, making mistakes, being punished for it. Attacking wise, going goal off and just being completely poor. Yeah, it's not a happy side at all. Player ratings, Robert Sanchez, what do I go with? Do I go for a 2? Do I go for a 3? I'll go for a 2.5. I mean, I don't need to say any more, really, do I? Dreadful. This is dreadful. Reece James. For James, I would probably say... I don't know. I'll say a 6. I've seen worse performances. He's alright. Saliba, once again, I'll go a 6, because, he was tenacious at times. He won the ball, played Palmer through for that chance. At times he was struggling, but it wasn't a complete awful display from Chalobah, so I'll give him a 6. So I'd probably have to say 5 or 5.5 because Haaland just had him on, he had him in tatters in that, especially in that second half. He couldn't really deal with Haaland, and I mean, not many people can they? But he struggled. So I'd probably have to say 5. Cucurella, once again struggled. I'd probably go 5.5 for Cucurella. Moise Caicedo played decent. I think he should have done better. The third goal is nowhere to be seen. But apart from that, he did play decent, so I'll go 6.5. Enzo, he says, third goal disappointing. I think you do have to take into account that Enzo, he's come back from an injury. So there's going to be a slight dip. But he just wasn't what he has been last few games he's played, so I have to go 5.5 probably. Madueke, I'd have to say 5 maybe. And defending on the first goal was poor. Going forward, apart from that, didn't do much. We did get the goal, so you got to give him a bit of credit for that. I mean, it's a finish he should take, but it's a good poaching instinct to get into the middle. But yeah, 5 from Manuel Ike. Feels harsh to say he did score, but as the game as a whole, 5. Palmer's a tricky one because he was involved a decent bit, looked decent, but he couldn't really. Apart from that, Sweaty for Jackson couldn't really create much, so I'll probably go 6 for Palmer. Sancho 5. Not much impact on the game. Jackson is a tricky one because he did well to get the assist, but apart from that, he was bang average at best. So I'll say 5 for Jackson. Maybe he's maybe a bit generous. Onto the subs, Nkunku. When he came on the 60th minute, when he brought Nkunku for Jackson, I was really happy with that move. Thought it was a good move. It was probably worse. I mean, his positioning was awful. I mean, there was times where he was centre back or left back. I mean, if you watched him play, look at his position, you wouldn't think he was playing striker. Honestly, so absolutely no impact. So I'd probably say 4.5. So that position was horrible. Gusto, probably say 6. Nothing special. And Neto, I'd probably say 6 as well. I think we could have done with starting Neto. The threat Gvardiol had got attackingly, we could have really done with Neto. He would have helped a lot defensively. So yeah, 6 for Neto. Yeah, that is it for today then. Yeah, miserable really, isn't it? Miserable. We knew it was going to be a tough game. It was a tough game, but we didn't help ourselves at all. We really didn't help ourselves at all. Yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.